As dour as Manchester United's goalless draw with Liverpool was, it was built on the foundations put in place by Sir Alex Ferguson. It will be Jose Mourinho who faces accusations of parking the bus on Merseyside, but he isn't the first United manager to head to Liverpool with a game plan to stop the opposition. And this result came courtesy of three of Fergie's buys. Who needs a bus when you've got David De Gea? The Spanish goalkeeper produced his latest world-class moment when getting the foot to Joe Matip's first half shot. He was the man Ferguson identified as Edwin van der Sar's successor, and he may turn out to be the Scots' greatest parting gift. But it was the rock-solid partnership of Phil Jones and Chris Smalling ahead of him, two more of Fergie's signings, that meant he was called upon very rarely, for all of Liverpool's possession. Manchester United player ratings: David De Gea and Phil Jones brilliant. The ultimate big game manager. This was billed as the first real test of United's title credentials. It was never going to be. Mourinho is the ultimate big game manager, and win, lose or draw at Anfield, that reputation was always going to remain intact. As a spectacle, it may have stank, but it was another example of Mourinho getting his tactics spot on. He wanted to get at least a point against one of United's title rivals, and he did just that. Mourinho got it right again in a big game. Don't blame Lukaku. There will be those who point to Lukaku's failure to score against Liverpool again. For the record, that's one in his last 8 games against them. But he could hardly be blamed for failing to add to his tally on a day when he was utterly isolated up front. He had just one real chance and hit the target. With Anthony Martial, Henrik Mkhitaryan and Ashley Young largely deployed in defensive roles, it was a lonely job for Lukaku. It was a difficult day for Pogba. If there was a criticism of the Belgian, it was that he failed to make the ball stick often enough. But with so little support, it was a thankless task on the day. This is title-winning form. A total of 20 points from 8 games is the type of form that wins you titles. And that's why Mourinho was so willing to sacrifice 2 points on the day. He will look at the bigger picture and know another 3 points against Huddersfield next week will keep his side right on track for a title tilt. United need Pogba back. This was the type of game that needed a piece of magic to turn it. Pogba was missed on the day. Liverpool didn't have the player for all of Philippe Coutinho's endeavours. Mourinho, meanwhile, was without his most influential weapon, Paul Pogba. It is in these big games that players of Pogba's character come to the fore. While Ander Herrera toiled, he was more of an irritant to Liverpool's midfield than a dominating force, losing possession far too frequently. Pogba's composure, ability to drive forward and create openings in a game of few chances could have made the key difference. Get all the latest Manchester United news first with our new app. Download it here now.